Church, Huntsville. So I'm gonna have the final wine tasting coming up soon. So yeah, I would love for you guys to come out. All right, another guys trip to Atlanta.
All right, now ATL, here we come.
What's up, man? I appreciate you guys for coming out.
Strip club! Get in there, Martell!
Have y'all heard of a rage room?
Smashed up and stuff like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I got that frustration. I'm good.
Lou, what about you? What was yours?
Man, you know, I had a little sexual frustration, man.
They've only been married for like 2 years, and sex is already an issue. If they continue to go on this road, I mean, they're looking forward to divorce.
He says, you don't really have time for me.
Ooh, girl, let me tell you, you better listen to what he's saying.
He's still getting ass. I don't know what else Louis Whitlow needs.
Everybody's here because you had an idea.
Yeah.
This is truly your moment, man.
Yeah.
Celebrate you, bro.
I appreciate that.
I know.
So it's time. It's the big night. This is the moment that I've been waiting for. Something I've been working on for over a year. I got family here, friends here, supporters are here. It's time to launch Inez Wine.
So is it sweet? It's like a sweet ass drop. You need distributors yet?
Oh, no, not yet. That's what we're working on right now.
Lady, how are you? I'm Marcel, by the way.
What Keisha?
Hey, Keisha.
All right, oh, most definitely. I got him. Like, how you doing?
Nice to see you again.
It's go time. Look at what you did. Look at where you at. You ain't bring us to no rag. You brought us to a mansion to celebrate some wine, and they didn't know that.
Right.
Period.
Don't have my ring. I need to get my ring out of my pocket.
Yeah.
That's what you love it.
What's up, people? Hey, I appreciate y'all for coming out tonight. I'm not a speaker or anything like that. I'm a little tipsy because it's wine 13.5. But no, thank you guys for coming out to support Inez Wine. So listen, I got my guys over here, Marceau, Maurice, Big Lou. I guess you guys can come on to the front. Yeah, what going on over here, Big Lou? Oh, Chris, Fred, come on over here too. So, I can't even get it out.
You got it, dog. It's Inez. I haven't seen Martell like this before. I wonder if it's the wine, if it's the situation, the occasion. Maybe it's because it's his first time not doing it with his ex-partner.
Ladies and gentlemen, Melody's Hope.
Ladies and gentlemen, Melody Hope.
I actually have a skincare product line that I'm launching this month. I'm very excited about that. I've been working on that for a while.
Today to Melody Hope in appreciation and recognition of your unselfish time and service.
So I named this wine after my grandmother. Each one of us are business owners. And I would say, for real, I think that we've worn enough people's we've drank enough other people's we've eaten and we drive
Other people.
Hey, listen, I think collectively, a lot of us are bosses in here, and I feel that we got to continue to own that. So tonight really isn't about just Inez Wine. I think it's about us owning. So I'm just excited that I own. So toast to ownership. Ownership. Hey, how was that? We good. Let's drink to this. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Lovely turnout. Lovely turnout.
People everywhere.
Yep, awesome.
It's
And,
awesome.
hey, we did.
We did it.
That's what's up.
So it was a process.
Yeah.
And we crossing the finish line tonight. Oh, drink to that.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It really is.
I know. Do you think it's too messed up? Kind of.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Nah, thank you.
Yeah. Cool. I'm ready to go. What's up, Mom? How you feeling?
Good.
You tasted this?
Yeah, taste it.
What's wrong?
I mean, it's my mother. You didn't even acknowledge her?
On national TV, do not do that. Don't ever do that on national TV. You will regret it. You know.
You good. I said you good, man.
Look.
I'm saying,
Hold on.
that's my mother, man.
Uncle Sam,
And that's the best you?
Uncle Sam, man. Uncle Sam.
I'm good, man. I'm finna go, bro.
Uncle Sam.
I'm good.
Uncle Sam.
You good, man.
I know.
You good.
Stop.
You good.
Where's the respect? I'm serious.
Where's the respect? Seriously? Did you just say respect?
Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam. Hold on.
Come on, man. I'm ready to go, bro. Seriously. You know what we gotta do though? We gotta get a picture in front of the Inez sign.
Yeah, all boys. For sure. Where Marty at?
Hey, where Martell at?
That's the best.
Was you taking us to get a picture or not?
Just wanted to know if you guys noticed that how mad Martell's uncle got.
What was he upset about though? Was it about this grandma?
I think it was. It had more to do with his uncle, so it's his mom.
Oh, okay.
He said he was leaving. I don't know if he left.
I saw Sam, his uncle left. Like, Martell's trying to do the best he can, though.
Right.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't have all the words when
That's
you're
what I'm
speaking
saying,
to
man.
people, you know, it's not like he probably prepared a speech or whatever. He's probably speaking from the heart.
Right.
Don't come down.
You got her name out. That's the best you can do. I think that with the name Inez, and you have Inez child in, right, then I think that he would have liked to at least been welcomed up. You know what? That actually probably should have been. And then the truth is, like, this is the first go round. And it's an introduction. Hear what I'm saying? It's the introduction, right? So it can get better.
What is that saying?
It's hard to unhurt feelings.
You get one go at it. You get one shot.
That first impression.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true, but think about this. Everybody else is here enjoying, but the two people that Inez means the most to in the room are having a disagreement.
Yeah. But the crazy part about it, bro, is all the fact of Martell named the wine after his grandmother.
Right.
Sam felt like he didn't express enough about her. To me, you still arguing for the same points. It was enough for him to name the wine and say, hey, look, this is an honor.
This dude didn't even acknowledge my mother for real, man. That's my mother.
What up, y'all? Y'all about ready?
Yeah. Dog.
You done packing?
Yeah, keep that on.
I know, right?
For real. This looks good.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
For real.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Luke?
He had an emergency back home, man, so he dipped out early this morning. Y'all about ready to roll?
Yeah, I am. All right. You ready? Cool.
So right now, I'm feeling good. I would definitely say that the event, it was top notch. And I'm very excited to have brought the guys along on this trip. And I'm telling you, their support means a lot.
This was an excellent weekend. I loved it, dog.
Man, well, look, I'm happy you guys came out for real.
This looks good.
Most definitely. For real.
Coming up
on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I was planning to go rage about my sexual frustration.
If I knew that my husband had that much of a problem with it, there could be real conversations that are had.
Martell made it a point to let me know that she was the original male. Like, he said male 1.0, male 2.0.
No, he didn't. I know who she is. She actually was my wedding planner.
I am so excited that you're home.
I am glad to be home as well, too. How you been?
Tomorrow I'm going to Birmingham.
Yeah.
So if you want to ride down with me.
Yeah, no, I definitely will know when I received that call and missed a few calls in the midst of the event. I felt like it was very important for me to get on the road as soon as possible to get back to address family matters. So, yeah, no, I'll definitely ride down with you tomorrow and see how things go.
Okay.
I had a death in the family, so I left Atlanta early. I felt like it was extremely important for me to be with my wife and kids. Tomorrow we'll all be headed up to Birmingham for the services.
So how was it? I mean, are you glad you went? Are you glad you were able to go and support Martell? Did you really feel like at the end of the day that's what you were doing?
Yeah, no, I mean, overall, I think the trip was very good. I mean, once we got there, you know, it was just nonstop.
I mean, I feel
long
like...
days, long nights.
Really?
Yeah, it was, babe, I said eventful.
Long days, long nights.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Oh, you know what?
And I know when my husband is lying and you get that smirk on your face, you're just going to go ahead and throw that out
We
there.
had dinner, man. He actually had a couple samples of his wine that was released.
You
We
are
had to do
getting
commercials.
excited. Listen.
We had to do a couple of commercials, you know. Some samples for him, giving him some ideas. We were like selling the wine. It was a focus group.
Who's the audience?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies. I thought y'all were on a guys trip.
We were, babe.
So how were their ladies?
Martell is a single man. He had an event, so he wanted to.
But
bring...
all of y'all are married.
What's that supposed to mean? That means a married man can conduct himself in front of a
Absolutely you
single
can.
woman or
I just
a
want to know
married
who this audience was because all I heard so
woman.
far.
I just told you it was a focus group.
So what was your idea? Tell me.
My wine was to, should I say, my idea. So, ladies, you know you'd had a long day of work. Why wait till one day of the week? Why not pop it every day?
Okay.
You come in the house, you pop that bottle, you spread them legs. My mind goes faint right now. Woke up the next morning with a great breakfast.
So where'd y'all go?
We went to the rage room early that day. And we
What'd you have to rage about?
Rage a little bit. Just a little frustration. Pent up sexual frustration.
You raged about sex? You raged about sex? Is that serious?
Huh?
You need to go to a doctor?
Baby.
If you're frustrated to a point where you need to go rage about it,
Babe,
that's just a little funny.
Let me go say, oh, yeah, I was planning to go rage about my sexual frustration. You know, Rage Room was presented to us, and I said, you know what? What is my topic? Here the it is, and that's what we made happen. That's all it was.
I got it. So if you felt like you needed to rage about sex, there are things that could happen, you know, to make that more of a priority, right?
Like
just
what?
like work. Okay.
Just like work,
so you're
yeah.
busy in the afternoon. I'm busy in the afternoon. I will cancel a meeting or cancel anything that I have going on to be at our kids' game on time. That's a priority. So if sex is that much of a priority, there's modifications that can be made. If I knew that my husband had that much of a problem with it, there could be real conversations that are had.
Just like anything else, you communicate it. Now, if you don't respond after I communicate with you, yeah.
I think sex
have
is
a
a
problem.
real conversation that real couple friends of ours sit around and talk about. I mean, me and my girlfriends talk in detail about our opinions, and I think everyone has an opinion about sex. I think that, is it a transaction? Is it in the morning? Is it at night? Like, I feel like all those factors go into your real sex life.
Are you feeling as if I'm saying it was just a sexual transaction? Because I think...
No, but I think actually this is a really good time for us to be for real with this. So I feel like there are wifey duties. Like, if my husband might require more sex than I do, then there might be a time where I consider it a duty. I know that to make my husband happy, he requires this.
Is that a duty or a privilege?
A privilege.
Coming up on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Why do y'all always have to go to the strip club?
That's what you do when you're in Atlanta. When in Atlanta, go to the strip club.
One question. So I don't want you to say I asked 2 parts or nothing like that. Did you touch any girls?
Hold on.
He took like a vacation to Africa by himself.
Did you just say okay?
Because I know he's a last minute person like that.
Last minute behavior is not the same as last minute thinking.
There's nothing like a little clean, quiet house. It's been like a thing. You don't know Jalen. You know, the more he's at his own house, the less he comes here. Monster popped over there with Mike. You popped out of town. And it's just been me. I took Zeus. No, I took Zeus.
Media school, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. So everybody's been gone. And she's been texting me. She said he's doing really good. She said he's doing really, really, really good.
That's the only person you missed.
I miss everybody. I miss everybody. But it kind of gives you like your recharge. You know, everybody has their own recharge. For me, it's solitude. Like, for me, it's solitude. This was therapeutic.
I had a good time.
I bet you did. So you gonna tell me about the good time, or I gotta find out on social media?
No, I'll tell.
Did y'all like firm up the story that y'all was gonna give each of y'all's wives about what happened?
No, the truth.
Right.
That's what we're gonna give our
So that's
wives.
what we're doing right now, is giving it to me straight.
So, let's talk about this Atlanta.
What up?
So how was it?
Fun.
Oh, it was fun.
You know Melnika Bowers?
Oh yeah, we did a leadership thing together.
By the way, Martell made it a point to let me know that she was the original Mel. Like, he knew her longer than he knew Mel. So
Who says that?
he said Mel 1.0, Mel 2.0.
No, he didn't.
Mel invited some more people to taste it. They were all women.
Mm-hmm.
But
So y'all was the only guys there. Everybody else was women.
yes, I think that's fair to say.
After the wine tasting, Martell was excited. And he wanted to go to the strip club. So we went to, I don't know, this really popular strip club that has really great wings. Right? Really.
He was in it for the wings.
Why do y'all always have to go to the strip club?
That's what you do when you're in Atlanta. When in Atlanta, go to the strip club. We got a couple bottles. They had a couple strippers. They wanted to come over and dance and stuff. So, you know me, I do how I do.
Oh, no, I don't know you. You do what you do. What you do?
Well, you know me, I do what I do.
What you do?
I mean, it's one question. So I don't want you to say I asked 2 parts or nothing like that. Did you touch any girls?
I need to make sure when we say touch, like, did I tap somebody, whisper in
Did
the ear?
your skin touch somebody else's?
If you say this is a touch,
Did your physical being touch somebody
Hold
else's
on.
physical being?
Hold on.
I'm holding.
A tap is not a touch. Okay? The kind of
It's
touch
just
that I
it
think
is.
that you're talking about.
No, just touch.
The kind of touch that
I don't need
think
you to
touch.
define what I mean by touch.
Okay. All right. Physically, yes. I don't know. It may have been short, sweet, whatever, but it wasn't a caress. Whatever, you won't get caress out of it.
Okay.
All right. I was encouraging fun.
It'll pop up on social media regardless.
I was encouraging fun, not caressing.
It'll
the
pop
fun.
up regardless.
Encouraging, not caressing.
Okay.
Then we went to a rage room to let all of that rage out.
Is that one of those places where you like hit stuff, you bang up stuff, you break stuff,
Yeah,
you
throw
throw
stuff against the
get
wall.
your frustrations
Yeah,
out?
exactly. Lewis was talking about sexual frustration.
Well, yeah, I had lunch with Tiffany too, and she was making reference to well, she didn't necessarily call it sexual frustration, but she was saying how Lou felt like they didn't have enough me time, I guess. Like she was busy and running and doing stuff, and she needed to make more time for him.
Married people have less sex. That's just across the board. I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in no sexless marriage. I'm serious.
Sexless and not get enough sex. I'm sure Tiffany's putting it out.
Tisha, you know what's funny? I see some people say this stuff, and they're like, I can't believe that he gave all this up just for Is it that important? Yes. Next question.
Not funny.
I'm saying,
Not funny.
if sex is important to you and it's not important to me, then I shouldn't care if you outsource it.
And
Married people don't date like they should.
that's what they call it.
Yeah.
That's what the ladies call it.
Yeah.
Girlfriends just have more sex. Period.
Because they're being wooed.
That's what that is.
They're being wooed.
So,
and being wooed
do you think that
is
wives...
fascinating. Being wooed is a turn on. Waiting for you to come out the bathroom for an hour is not.
Okay.
And women get turned on differently than men. So while he just needs her to come home, she needs wooing.
This is the thing that you guys don't realize. Like, as a wife and as a mother,
I realize it.
you have so many responsibilities, so many hats, and you go out here and you fool around with someone who can give you all the energy that you need because you don't have all these responsibilities as your wife. Wives have a lot of responsibilities.
And husbands don't. We got to go out there and work. We got to go out there and hang out with our friends. We got to go to the bars. Then we got to come home and have sex.
Look at that.
While we're drunk. Like, come on, man. That's ridiculous.
We gotta take care of the household, take care of the kids, which is a 24/7 job. And then, and guess what? You're supposed to be like sitting on ready when I come home from hanging out at the bar and hanging out with my friends. No. Work with your wife. How about you give her a foot massage? How about you give her a massage and rub her body? It's not all about sex. And you and your friends should have been having that conversation.
There's no way in the world I tell my friends that nonsense.
But I don't know about Tiffany and Lewis because honestly, they don't have small kids in the house. Like all of their kids are older.
You know what they're going through.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't understand their situation.
But it's just like he said their schedule's not matching up. And my thing is, like, we don't know about this situation, but at the same time is that, look, you got to take care of the primary responsibility first.
I would like to hear Tiffany's point of view on that because I can guarantee you she's probably looking at it totally different.
I'm going to tell you something. It's literally like saying women got to go through this and they got to take care of the kids. They got to take care of all of this and they got to do all of this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I do know that when some women aren't in careers and they don't have to do all of this stuff, they actually have time to take care of their house and their kids and their man, stuff like that, right? I'm just saying that we have to look at it, put first things first, understand, what it is, and take care of each other. Take care of your spouse, you take care of your others, you take care of me, I take care of you. I understand heartbreak, I understand realizing failure, I understand that aspect of it, and that's part of the reason why, we tough out our hard times. Because we don't want to be in that situation. There's a choice not to be in that situation.
I think every marriage goes through those moments.
Coming up on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I got this crazy idea in my head. I would like for you and your husband and some of your friends to come on a retreat with us.
When your husband says that he's going out of town with Martell, that don't make you ever think or feel no kind of way?
If I can't trust my husband to take a guy's trip, then we like in a bad place.
It's like who the guy you going with.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fine. Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. That's right over here, okay? That's middle chair. There.
Okay.
Middle chair, right?
My favorite place.
Your favorite place. Well, listen, I'm just so glad to see you. It's been a while.
Yes. The last time I was here, you gave me some homework to do.
I did, didn't I? What was the homework? Tell me that.
Well, the main thing was, who is Letitia?
If you give me a one-sentence answer, I know you didn't do it.
Right. Oh, no. I took the time out. I was like, okay, Tisha, who is Letitia?
Yeah.
And then, you know, I had to go down the list. I'm a child of God, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, like all of those things.
Okay.
But then it's like, okay, but who is Letitia to Letitia? And that was the hard question.
That was the hard question. So in other words, let me grab my secret weapon here.
That's my secret weapon too.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, so you like the mirror?
I love the mirror.
Because if you really want to know who Tisha is, Tisha's got to get in the mirror like this when there is nobody else in the mirror, nobody's in the room. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, me in the mirror, we had some moments. We had some crying. We had some snot running out your nose moments. We had
you have to get all that deep now.
Oh no, yes I did, because I really wanted to discover, you know, me.
Yeah.
And being a stay-at-home mom, my whole focus was my kids, my family, the household. And so when I started looking more into the Tisha path, I'm like, you know what? You can be a great mom to your kids, but you also have to make sure you're taking care of things for yourself as well.
Right. And your goals are important. So here's a question. How has that impacted your relationship?
Now it's more so, okay, T, what is it you want to do, and how can I contribute to helping you out to be where it is you want to be?
No, who's saying that?
Marcel, my husband.
Oh, he's saying that? Yes. So now, I like that. So now we got something good going on here.
And I think maybe he just didn't realize, like, what I was going through. And maybe he was going through something himself as well. Because last time we was here, I think we didn't mention the whole depression thing that he was going through. He took like a vacation to Africa by himself.
Oh, he did?
He did, yeah.
How come he didn't take you?
Oh, because I had to take care of things at home. I have 3 kids and they're in school, and I have to like set up a nanny, a babysitter, like dog care, like it's a whole thing.
Where did he go?
Tanzania.
Oh, Tanzania. Okay.
And he was like, I needed to get my mental self together. And so I think that helped.
So he went to Tanzania. He needed to take time away from everybody. And you were good with that.
I wasn't good with it at first. No.
All right.
I was like, you know, I was upset about it. I was like, this is supposed to be like, we're supposed to take a family trip to Africa. We've talked about going with the kids.
Okay.
So it's like, why would you want to go there without us? When we planned on going there together as a unit. He was like, Tisha, I really need this time to myself. He just started explaining to me why he needed the time to himself. And I was like, you know what? Okay.
Did you just say okay?
Yeah. Because I know he's a last minute person like that.
Let me tell you something about last minute.
Okay.
Last minute behavior is not the same as last minute thinking.
Okay.
So if he says, I'm going to Tanzania, it's not like I'm going down to the grocery store.
Right.
He might have dropped it on you last minute. But he had to be thinking about Tanzania for a while. So in his head, it ain't last minute. In your communication, though, it is. Have you thought about, wait a minute, he might be telling me this thing last minute. But in order to go to Tanzania, he had to be thinking about that. Tisha.
I told him, you know, listen, you can't give me stuff last minute. And he's like, I just wasn't thinking. I'm going to do better.
There is somewhat of a dependency issue going on here.
With me and Marcel?
I don't know if you see it or not.
I don't.
You don't. The dependency is, I know that I can just drop something into this relationship and Tisha will do it. So he can depend on you, which frees himself from having to take that part of the responsibility. And the more you do it, the more he is free not to do his part because he knows that you're going to do it.
Yeah. I recognize that as well, and I've been trying to get him to change that, but only time will tell.
You said that?
No, I'm saying it to you. I just said it to him.
I know. I know. You said that. Only time will tell.
Yeah.
But Tisha, only time will tell. The question is how much time and what will it cost you to wait an unknown, undefined set of time? Confrontation. It is the key to growth and development.
Is it? I hate confrontation.
You hate confrontation?
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about that another time.
Okay.
But listen, I got this crazy idea in my head. Me and my wife, we've been doing marriage retreats. And I got this crazy idea that I would like for you and your husband and some of your friends to come on a retreat with us.
Okay. It sounds good. I'm for it. I just have to talk to my husband about it. Marcel may not be on board with the couples retreat because it's just something we've never done before. So I don't know if he's going to be on board or not, but I'm going to figure out a way to get him on board with it and make sure he's available for it.
Listen, we all need something new in our lives.
I agree.
So listen.
Growth, yes, growth. Thank you
and
so
you've grown
much.
so much, so you can use some. You can grow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I look forward to receiving the information.
Okay, all right. I'll be good now.
Coming up on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Uncle Sam, he was there, he and his wife.
Yeah, I kind of heard about that incident. I would have felt some kind of way, too.
Her and Martell ended up getting into it because we were all on the phone three-way. When we were on the phone, he's like, man, nigga, I can't believe you. Why you making this stuff up? And she was like, you be cheating. You asked me about my assistant that work in my office. And
She said this to
on the
you
phone
2 weeks before your wedding. So I thought maybe you want to.
Oh, here we go. Wearing my beautiful mom's wine, my son. She's smoking good.
Maybe I'm open to something good. So, Mama, I've been seeing you since I've been back from Atlanta. Uncle Sam, he was there, he and his wife.
Yeah, I kind of heard about that incident. So what made Sam, my brother, upset?
Everything makes Sam upset. Like, I know it ain't no issue. If it was an issue, I know he wouldn't put it right here, at my event. So that was my issue. Like, dude, why are you getting so upset when we all up in here drinking Inez wine?
I guess when he just rolled up and saying all that beauty in his mama's name, it just was overwhelming. He was just feeling some kind of way.
Yeah.
I would have felt some kind of way, too.
Yeah. So I understand, Sam. I understand where he's coming from. To a certain degree. It's a time and place for everything. He got to have some type of control over himself.
When it come to Anna's baby and her cheering, when you ain't acknowledging that my mama, and then I'm seeing other people that don't know my mama and this her wine.
Yeah.
He couldn't help it.
Yeah.
That did something to him. Because you know how you feel about mama.
Yeah.
Although she gone on, but she still live in us.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But when I apologized,
Yeah.
and I said, man, I wasn't even thinking.
Yeah.
It's not like I got anything against you. You should have been like, all right, I feel you. Don't be
Yeah.
mad. You know what I'm saying? And I do have my grandmother's name on this wine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It means just as much to me as it is to her children. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Beautiful.
I mean, I was just as close.
Yeah.
I did just as much.
Close.
Right. I told him too. Right now, Melnick and I are planning for the next wine event in Huntsville. And, it will be a lot more intimate, just with family and close friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then we will talk about Big Ma and what she meant to the family and things like that.
You talked to him since then?
Mama,
Have you?
I called him about 100 times. He didn't answer the phone. I'm not a speaker, and I do get nervous, almost like stage fright and things of that nature, when I become, when it's time for me to speak. And I am very apologetic that I didn't call him up. You're my uncle. Love you. And I love my family. And, this is what we call legacy.
But yeah, so when it comes to mama, honey, that was the queen.
Right.
Beautiful. And she had 5 beautiful children. And for you to name a wine after her, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. Yeah.
Speaks volumes.
Oh, yeah. So, honey, that's something we gonna all cherish forever.
That's right. I still remember all the days we used to go out to eat, go to dinner, go to lunch, go to breakfast.
And how about that football game? The ball game? Oh,
I'm telling you, that's one thing that I would never forget.
It was so cold, but she promised you she was gonna be at that ball game.
Right.
And baby, she was there. She was cold.
Right.
I think, she made it to the second quarter. And I looked up, and she had turned red. I said, Mama. I said, come on, Mama. I'm finna take you home. It's too cold. I said, Martell, I understand, Mama.
Right.
And she was like she didn't want to get up. I said, come on, Mama. They're too cold. You can't be freezing out here.
Yeah, that was the highlight of my college career right there.
So she got on up, and I took her home.
Speaking of football, it's like, she passed away, that kind of like it affected me a lot, because I didn't even try out for the NFL scouts. They came to the school, and I didn't even want to run for me anything. I guess just because of like all the hurt and all that kind of stuff, from Big Mom passing away. It is crazy what other people's death can do to you, And I guess it affected all of us, really.
Oh, God bless America.
Yeah.
That's the most beautiful woman I know. Respectful, church going.
She'll tear you back up, hugging you. So yeah, we pass all that down because my kids, they love to hug. That love.
And that love means a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody see it in you.
Oh, yeah.
And I always said I was just like you, but people looking at me differently because of certain situations.
You got a good heart.
There we go.
And you show much love. Mm-hmm. No matter what can happen in life goes on. You still got to live and do the best you can.
Right.
This is cute. Hey, you look pretty.
Thank you. So do you.
How you doing?
I'm really good.
How you been? Wonderful. God
You look
good.
wonderful.
God is good, honey. I feel blessed, favored, and listen, wake up happy every day.
You look all glowy like.
Yeah. I'm loving this red.
You like that?
I love it, girl.
They said red had
Kimmy,
more
that's
fun.
it, baby. Yeah, that's it, baby. That's it. It looks so good with your skin tone.
Oh, well, thank you.
It does. So, girl, what's been going on? How is Maurice?
Well, the guys went to Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
So even when the guys went to Atlanta, and Maurice was telling me all the stuff that happened in Atlanta, I was like, well, the first guys' trip ain't go that great, so did this one go a little bit better? So all of them were like, this one went a lot better.
Can I ask you a question, Kimberly?
Sure.
Kimberly Scott.
Yes.
When your husband says that he's going out of town with Martell, that don't make you ever think or feel no kind of way? Considering the past and the history.
It doesn't, Bill. Like, I trust my husband. I was okay with the trip. I think guys need God time, but if I can't trust my husband to take a guy's trip, then we in a bad place.
It's like who the guy you going with.
It kind of feels like because of the situation Melody is getting out of, she kind of thinks everybody cheats. She thinks everybody's cheating. Everybody ain't cheating, girl. Everybody ain't cheating. They supposedly had a great time down there. Maurice was saying how Martell did a wine reveal. Did you know he was coming out with a wine?
I heard about it. I don't know nothing about it, but I heard about it.
Oh, well, yeah. Maurice said it turned out pretty good for that part of it. Maurice was saying that he named the wine after his grandmother. And I thought that was kind of cool. So in his presentation, he talked about his grandma. His uncle was there. He said his uncle was there.
Which one?
I don't know, girl. Maurice said that he actually felt some kind of way during the speech.
Who did?
The uncle. Because he felt like for him to have named the wine after his grandmother, that he kind of didn't give his grandmother enough accolades. You know what I'm saying? In his speech.
It probably was Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam.
Probably. So what happened?
He left. He left.
What?
He was upset and he left because he felt like he should have said a little bit more.
What? And Uncle Sam has a pretty cool temperament, so that means his feelings was real hurt.
And I told Maurice, I could see both sides of that. I mean, literally, because if you're going to name a wine after your grandmother, yeah, you kind of should probably almost be in tears while you're talking about it. You know what I'm saying? While you're giving your speech, while you're giving your presentation about it. So he felt like Martell didn't give enough.
And who was the event planner?
Her name was Mel. Her name was Melanika.
You said what now?
Melanika.
Crazy as it is, I know who she is. She actually was supposedly a longtime friend of Martell since maybe middle school, middle school. And she was my wedding planner.
Word.
She quit about a week or two before my wedding. And I literally had to hire her mother-in-law to finish up my big day. I had paid deposits on certain stuff. I never got my money back.
Well, what was her reason for quitting at that time?
Her and Martell ended up getting into it because we were all on a phone three-way. And she decided she wanted to blast Martell. And she was like, you be cheating. You asked me about my assistant that work at my office. And of course, at the time, I was like 22. When we were on the phone, he's like, man, nigga, I can't believe you. Why are you making this stuff up? I'm literally thinking that he's telling the truth and she's making stuff up. Now I would probably think differently if my 36-year-old was like,
Right. She said this to
on the
you
phone
2 weeks before your wedding.
Next on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Y'all know that I've been seeing Dr. Francis, and him and his wife, they do a marriage retreat.
I'm never going to say no to a trip anyway. I mean, I'm just surprised that you wanted to go on a couples retreat.
Maybe Dr. Francis can help us get through some of our dilemmas.
I think that we're doing really good right now.
Do you think there's anything that I could improve on?
Do I think yes? Sex every day.
One thing that people have said about Huntsville is there's not enough to do. So to have this outdoor space where different artists can come in and have concerts and all of that.
For you to host the first opening, it would have been cool if the kids were with you this weekend.
When was the last time you spoke to Mel, man?
Like right now, she ain't emailing, ain't texting. My goal is really to meet up with Melody, man. It's like we got to come to some type of agreement, right?
What's up, Huntsville? How y'all feeling?
Thanks for bringing them.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely have to bring you to support their mom.
Quiero